Will Arsenal get relegated this season? There you go, I said it, man. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe I'm actually saying that. I'm actually asking that question. Will Arsenal get relegated this season? Hey, after all that Arsenal talk, do you blame me? Hi there guys, and welcome to another episode of A Dash of Sports, episode 35. I'll be your host and presenter, Dashiki Dash, and on this show is where I talk about all things sports related, hot topics and trending stories. And if you like the previous episodes, then hey, give us a like, comment, subscribe. Also remember to check out my Premier League show, A Dash of Sports Premier League Review, where I give you the roundup and results from all the games from this past week. So remember to press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my shows. And remember, sharing is caring. So don't forget to share this. And on today's show, I'm going to be kicking off with some football, asking the most dreaded question. The question that I've been avoiding for the longest time. Will Arsenal get relegated this season? I know. It's Arsenal, yes. But you're never too good to go down if you don't put in the work. And man, as Arsenal fans, we've got to face the reality. Will Arsenal get relegated this season? And the other question is it Arteta in or is it Arteta out? Hey man, it's been a dreaded season so far. Well, after the Arsenal topic, I'm definitely going to have to lighten up the mood as I'm going to be highlighting one of the funniest moments during the FIFA Best Men's Player of the Year award, where Cristiano Ronaldo, Mr. Salty McNulty, his face was so salty after Rober Lewandowski won his award. But the question I really want to ask, do these individual awards, accolades really matter? Do they really matter? Because some of these players are taking it way too serious. And then last but not least, moving on out to the world of boxing, and these two individuals, I don't really want to say that they're boxers, but it's the sport that they're choosing to have a punch up in. Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor. Now, I know I've spoken about this. I have spoken about this before, and I didn't really think it was a reality, that this was going to actually be a real thing. I thought that Jake Paul was going to go after KSI, but it's looking actually likely that Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor is going to happen. Now, who's going to win? Who would you put your money on? Jake Paul or Conor McGregor? But hey, there's no other place to discuss all of these topics but right here on A Dash of Sports. So starting off the show with the most awkward, the biggest, the toughest question I've ever asked on A Dash of Sports. Will Arsenal get relegated this season? There you go, I said it, man. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe I'm actually saying that. I'm actually asking that question. Will Arsenal get relegated this season? Man, listen, the reality is, like I say with any other team, if you're languishing down there at the bottom, especially in the December period with all of these Christmas fixtures, back-to-back games, and you come out the other side of December and you're still down at the bottom, that's a relegation battle right there. That's your whole season. You're going to be fighting relegation. And look, you're never too good. You're never too good to go down. The likes of Leeds, big teams like Leeds, have gone down, have been relegated. Even teams like Nottingham Forest, with all their success, European glory, and top manager like Brian Clough. And then now look at them. Man, I haven't seen them in the top tier of football for many years. But the biggest one for me is Leeds, man. Leeds had loads of top talented players and they still went down. The question is valid, man. I think the question is more than valid. But come on though, Arsenal, surely my team, surely they can't be associated with a relegation battle. We're talking about my team, Arsenal, 3-time Premier League champions. Let's add the invincible season in there as well, the gold Premier League trophy that we've got. And let's remember, football did not start during the Premier League era. 13 league titles that we hold, a record amount of FA Cups, 14 to be exact, consistently making it into the Champions League, like qualifying, one final in Paris that we should have won. Where has Arsenal gone since then? Like, how have they dropped? How have they declined so much in that period of time? It's mad. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's amazing to know once upon a time, riding high with the likes of Arsene Wenger, although to the latter stages of his career at Arsenal, we, you know, as Arsenal fans, we wanted more. We wanted to be like the Chelseas, the Man Uniteds, the Man Cities of the world that were really pushing on Premier League, challenging year in, year out. Also challenging in Europe, not just qualifying and then getting 10-2 aggregates by Bayern Munich. We wanted to compete. Moving into the Emirates Stadium, we were told that we will be able to compete. We'll be self-sustaining, we'll be going after this Bayern Munich model, and we'll be competing in Europe as well as domestically. Now back to my question, will Arsenal get relegated this season? And do you know what? My all honest answer is no. I don't think they're going to get relegated. And that, obviously I'm speaking as an Arsenal fan, I don't want my team to get relegated. But I just really think that Arsenal are just too good to be relegated. Although I've just mentioned previously, you're never too good to get relegated. But come on, Arsenal, really? Really? But there are concerning things. There are concerning things. Even I read an article that Ray Parlour, former Invincible Ray Parlour, was also alluding to the fact that, look, if Leicester can win the title, Leicester City, if they can win the title, win the Premier League, hey, Arsenal can get relegated. Now, what's the real reason for Arsenal's form this season? Because I know there's several things that's going on at the club, but at the same time, when you start listing them and you start saying this and saying that, it just sounds like a bunch of excuses. Now, my blame goes to the players. First and foremost, the players. These players, man for man, against other teams, let's just say, teams even just below the top 10. Man for man, these players should be more than capable to hold their own. Not even to mention the likes of Vieira, Henry, Bergkamp, all of these great players, Robert Pires, Ljungberg, all of these great players. They're known as the Invincibles. Then you're gonna get these bunch of players who could be associated with even just the fact that they're associated with a relegation battle, that is mad in itself. Absolutely crazy. But I have to add something in there. I just, you know, it's tough. It is tough. Inexperienced manager, and the fact that I just personally feel like he hasn't been fully supported. Now, there's many of people that have turned around and they've told me, they've like, Dash, come on, man, he's been supported. They've gone in and bought Gabriel, they've gone and bought Partey, they've re-signed, or they're given Aubameyang the contract extension. But for me, I don't really see that as being backed. I'm talking about when you back a manager, back the project, get everything that he needs, especially an inexperienced manager like Arteta. Give him all the tools to work with so that there is no excuses, no grey areas. You could be like, listen, we did what you asked. These are the players you wanted. We got them for you, and you're still not being able to do the job. But we're so close to the January transfer window. If Arsenal are really serious, then they will back the manager. But it's not looking that way. It's sad, man. I almost feel like Arsenal have stitched him up. At the end of the day, listen, anybody would have accepted that job. Like, man, if they called me tomorrow and they'd be like, listen, Dash, we need you to be interim manager, I'll take it. But even so, let me just quickly touch on, if Arsenal decide to sack Mikel Arteta, who's going to be next? Yeah, who's going to be the next manager? Arsenal is a big job, though. It's a big job. Don't look at it like, Arsenal 15th or anything like that. This is a massive job. Now, I know that there's going to be managers queuing up, but who? The likes of who? Allegri, Rafa Benitez. I'm even hearing the likes of the Southampton manager, the Ralph Hasenhüttl. I think I've got his name right. I do apologise if I've butchered his name. You got like Brendan Rodgers. But even just those two managers I've mentioned, they're in teams that are riding high in the league. Leicester, Southampton. They're all like second, third, fourth at times. You know, the league tables keeps changing. And I want to say, why would they want to take the Arsenal job? And I did mention, Arsenal's a big job, innit? It's a very big job. But the current situation and how the board is just messed up. You know, you got people being moved around. There's a restructure, sacking and hiring of technical directors here and there, and the scouting system has just been dismantled. We're now using agents instead of a scouting network. The player recruitment is pants. All of these things, there's nothing stable at the club right now. So why would a manager really want to leave their club in what they're doing there and how things are going well for them, and then to go to Arsenal at this present moment, I'm saying? So if they can get the structure right and get things sorted behind the scenes, then the likelihood of getting good managers is going to be there. But right now, it's just going to be real tough, real tough. But let me know what you think, whether you're an Arsenal fan. Obviously, I want to hear from my fellow Arsenal fans, my fellow Gooners. Put your comments down below, but equally, I'm intrigued to hear from our rival fans, or just fans alike, who are watching from the outside and just seeing this whole situation unfold. Who would have thought, man? 2020 has been crazy. It's been a crazy year, but who would have thought that Arsenal would be down in 15th place so far, and then you got Spurs riding high, competing for the title. And yeah, man, it's just been a strange year, strange season. But let me know what you think. And the question, once again, do you think that Arsenal's going to get relegated this season? Put your comments down below and let me know. Hey, after all that Arsenal talk, do you blame me? And now moving on to a more celebratory and a joyous occasion, as Rober Lewandowski won FIFA's Best Men's Player of the Year award 2020. This has actually been the first time in a long while that someone else has won this award besides the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Bayern Munich's Rober Lewandowski won the Best Player at the FIFA Football Awards in Zurich, beating last year's winner Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to the top prize. The Poland striker scored 55 goals in just 47 games last season as he helped German giants Bayern Munich to a treble. Lewandowski, 32, finished as top scorer in the League, Cup and Champions League. This is actually the first time that Lewandowski has won the award, as it's usually Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo who are triumphant. Despite starting how we finished last season with no fans and pretty much far removed from our usual norm, Lewandowski has still managed to score 16 goals within 14 games this season. For me personally, I knew that he was going to win this award, especially the fact that he pretty much missed out on the Ballon d'Or, so this was the next best thing. Actually, which is the better award? This FIFA award or Ballon d'Or? Because growing up watching football, it was always Ballon d'Or. You get that golden football. That was the award to get. Now I'm seeing this FIFA Best Men's Award. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below if you got any comments regarding that, which is the better award, which is the most prestigious award. But for me, I think it's still the Ballon d'Or. But anyway, which leads me on to the question I want to ask. These awards, do they really mean much to these footballers? Because, each player reacts differently, innit? You got the likes of Lionel Messi, usually acts cool, calm and collected. If he wins, loses, he's usually the same. He's usually got the same vibe. But then you got the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. And if you would have saw his face when Rober Lewandowski was announced the winner, Cristiano Ronaldo looked like he was hating. He was just sitting there, screw face. Man, oh man, he looked hurt, man. He looked hurt. Now I can kind of understand why Cristiano Ronaldo reacted in that way. The ceremony itself was a bit of a weird one. It was obviously done interactively because of the COVID and everything like this, so the players couldn't attend. There was no live audience or anything like that. So they had Ronaldo, they had Lewandowski in the middle, and then they had Messi. Yeah. And then I think Rude Hullet was presenting it with the another lady. I do apologize, I've forgotten her name. But then they went live to the FIFA president. So the FIFA president was like, oh, you know, if you can't hear me properly, never mind. But what I wanted to do is present this award, and I would actually be doing it live and in person. And then he walks up to Lewandowski, who was, you know, more presented in his suit. I'm just laughing at the reaction. And then Ronaldo's just sitting there and he's just vexed. Like, now, like I said, I kind of understand, because realistically, you didn't have to have Ronaldo and Messi sitting there in their rooms or wherever they are. They could have just been like, put the pictures up, and then whoever they knew was going to win, as they would have known, then you make it go live and maybe have a pre-recorded you know, message from both Ronaldo and Messi. So they didn't need to be sitting there in the comfort of their homes watching this. So like I said, Ronaldo is big on these awards, so for him it was burning. But in fact, it did emerge later on that Ronaldo did vote for Lewandowski as his first choice. Second choice was Kylian Mbappe, and the third choice was Messi. But Messi himself didn't return the compliment. In fact, he voted for Neymar as his first choice, Mbappe as his second choice, and Lewandowski as his third choice. Now, quickly just moving back to the question, my original question of asking, are these award ceremonies, or the awards, the accolades, individual awards, are they that important? Do they really mean a lot to these players? I don't know, like, it's all up to the individual, innit? But for me, I just feel like, I've been a big fan, don't get it twisted, I've been a big fan of the Ballon d'Or, but that was back in the days, man, when the likes of Brazilian Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, who else, man? Even George Weah, Cannavaro, like a lot of legendary footballers. But I just think along the way and over the years, it's kind of just lost its spark. It's become a lot more commercialized, and obviously the likes of Ronaldo and Messi and Ronaldo totally dominating, as they should. You know, they've been absolutely amazing over the years and top of the game, elite players. But it's just become the Messi and Ronaldo show, innit? So it's become quite boring. As of late, we've seen like the likes of Modric, who's won the Ballon d'Or, and now we're seeing Lewandowski winning FIFA Best Men's Player of the Year. But when it comes to all this voting, it's all based on opinions, innit? And a lot of the times as well, as we've seen over the years, when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, it's based on popularity as well. That can come into it. So it's not really showing us like who is the best. I've seen certain seasons where it's like, nah, man, it should have been so-and-so, it should have been so-and-so. But due to the popularity of a player, they get the vote. But let me know, man, give me your opinion, because it's just my opinion. It's the way I feel about things in regards to these individual awards, if it's not based on stats. But let me know how you feel. Put your comments down below. And also, Cristiano Ronaldo, do you think he was really hurt by not winning, despite the fact that we're finding out now that he did actually vote for Rober Lewandowski? So what was he really upset about? Yeah, put your comments down below and let me know. And last but not least, moving on into the world of boxing. Well, yeah, it is boxing, but these two individuals, they're not boxers. Wannabes, trying their best. One's obviously coming out of the world of MMA. He's tried his luck in boxing, fighting the likes of Floyd Money Mayweather. That's Conor McGregor versus the YouTube sensation Jake Paul, who's currently 2-0 in professional boxing. Most recently beating Nate Robinson in a bit of a mismatch, but hey, a win is a win, as they say. Now, this is gonna be this is actually going to be mad. It hasn't been made yet. It hasn't been signed, sealed, or delivered to us. So right about now, we're just waiting, as the rumors that are circulating is that it could be close. Now, recently Jake Paul's made a video which I really don't agree with, and I understand it's all about trying to promote the fight and everything and trying to create that buzz. But the absolute disrespect that Jake Paul was showing Conor McGregor, and not just Conor McGregor, the people of Ireland. He literally was just a literal foul-mouthed tirade of Conor McGregor, talking about his missus, also disrespecting the country of Republic of Ireland, which is just, yeah, it's like I said, I get it, you're trying to promote the fight, but yo, I don't think Irish people are going to be taking this lightly. So Conor McGregor has a 50 million fight offer that's literally being discussed as we speak with his notorious team, and Jake Paul is doing all he can to entice Conor McGregor into the fight. Speaking to TMZ Sports, the controversial social media personality said he has a real offer of $50 million that he would like to offer and present to McGregor's camp. Now, like I said, this offer was also followed by just some real foul-mouthed, abusive, and derogatory language and terms that he was dissing his wife, Conor McGregor's wife, and dissing Conor McGregor's country, all of that. So it's not stuff that I want to repeat, but just know, man, it lacked class in it. But the likes of Dana White has turned around and said, although it sounds like maybe Conor McGregor could be considering it, he wouldn't offer up Conor McGregor as part of, the UFC. He was saying he would much prefer to offer up Amanda Nunes, who he thinks will be able to take Jake Paul. And many alike as well are saying that, yo, man, Amanda Nunes will take Jake Paul. And why not, man? She's a tough fighter. And man, there'll be no shame in losing to Amanda Nunes. So if the question was put out there for me, do I think that this fight will ever happen? 50 million is a lot of money, and like Jake Paul has said, it's money that Conor McGregor probably wouldn't really see at this moment in time at UFC, or rarely see that type of money. 50 million is a lot of money. And nowadays, with all of these exhibitions, and we're seeing a Mike Tyson doing his exhibition stuff, we're seeing Mayweather actually has set up his fight in February the 20th against Jake Paul's brother Logan Paul. That's all signed, sealed, and ready to be delivered. For me, it's like all of these exhibitions are pretty much like WWE events, and it's all going to be, pre-scripted, preempted, all that kind of stuff, because I can't see the likes of Jake Paul beating Conor McGregor, or them allowing that, because you never know, man. Boxing is the hurt business, as I always say, it's the hurt business. So you can land a punch, man gets knocked out, and that's it, and that's done. If you told me about this fight maybe a few months ago, last year or anything like that, I would have been like, this is ridiculous. Even a few weeks ago, I would have been like, this is ridiculous. But the likes of Mayweather and Logan Paul fighting, and it's all done, and they're going to be fighting in February next year, this fight could happen. This fight is likely to happen. I thought that Jake Paul would be going after a KSI, but it seems like the money is going to be with Conor McGregor, so KSI might have to take a step back. As much as he's a YouTube sensation himself, he's probably going to have to find another fight. I can't see KSI getting a top draw name, the likes of Conor McGregor. It's going to be very difficult. So, you know what? The Paul brothers have put themselves in a real advantageous position with the likes of Mayweather, Conor McGregor. These are big names. The only name that's left that I could say probably is, yo, man, KSI versus Mike Tyson. Hey, Tyson's looking for he's looking for another fight after Roy Jones Jr. So that could happen. You never know, man. Money talks in this sport of boxing. Money talks. But let me know. Share your thoughts. Put your comments down below. Who do you reckon will win that fight? Jake Paul or Conor McGregor? Now, it's up to you, innit, how you want to take these fights. I said, for me, it resembles and feels like, WWE. It's all entertainment, sports entertainment. So I'm not really taking it serious. You got the likes of Mayweather versus Logan Paul as well. This is just money to be made, innit? They've put themselves in a position with boxers, or MMA fighters, and YouTube sensations, and these YouTubers are making a load of money. So this 50 million that's being put on the table for Conor McGregor is serious money. So I can see it happening. I can see them breaking off a deal. But who would win this fight? If you was to take it serious and you was to put your money down, Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor, who would win that fight? Put your comments down below and let me know. And with that being said, I'm going to leave it there for today, but thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your love and support. And if you've made it this far into the show, come on, man, you already know. You guys are the real ones. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And if you need further information about future episodes or just your day-to-day sporting updates, hey, come and check me out. I'm on Instagram and I'm also on Twitter, which is _sports. I'll put it down below here, _sports, and I'll also leave it in my description. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button, comment, and help me to get these subs up by subscribing. And one last thing, don't forget to check out my Premier League show, _sports Premier League review, where I give you the roundups and results from all the games from this past week. So I'll leave the link in the description, and also don't forget to press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any episode. And until the next time here on _sports, peace.